go.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to my Monday Night Live. It is so good to see all of you here tonight. I've been watching the comments and I love seeing all the highs and hellos. And we have some special people in the comments tonight, too. For one, I believe all three of my moderators are here. So that is Amrita, Vicky, and Beth. So they are there to help link any products that you may be interested in that I show on my live tonight. And they'll be helping answer any questions. And also, we have Gina from Gina K Designs in the comments tonight. If you guys follow along with her YouTube channel, you'll see that I had a guest video over there today. So it was really exciting and kind of a surreal moment to be on Gina's YouTube channel. So thank you, Gina, for that. So I did a really fun floating vellum card, is what I was calling it. I have the video linked down below in the video description if you want to check that out. And then tonight, I'll be playing with some Gina K Designs products as well. So, welcome everyone. I think I saw a Monica in the chat earlier that said it was her first time joining. So, welcome, Monica. It was great to see you here. And yes, lots of you in the chat tonight. So great to see you all. Some of you knew it was time when my music kicked off, so I'm glad you guys all enjoy my music. I like something kind of upbeat and with a little guitar in there. So yeah, that music is gonna stick around for a little while. So hello everyone. Great to see you all tuning in. Wonderful. All right. Well, I do have a little special announcement for you. So, Gina has graciously offered a little deal for you guys tonight. And this is something that, even if you already have it, you can pick up another one because it is a really useful tool to have when you are crafting. So, let me just pop this up real quick. I was trying to quickly make a graphic for this. So, Gina has graciously offered for 50% off of her sticky mat using the code Mindy50 at checkout. So that is good for 50% off the sticky mat. I will show you that sticky mat tonight and also how I'm going to be using it. This code is valid starting now until the 5th, which I believe is Thursday at 11:59 p.m. Central Time. So it is a limit one per customer, and that's only at Gina K Designs will that code work. So I do have that. I think it's the second product I have listed in my supplies down below in the video descriptions. So a big thank you to Gina because, like I said, even if you have one of these, you could definitely use another because how many times do you just want to leave something on there or hold something in place? You want to grab something else without having to rip everything off. So it is a great product to just have extras of, or if you're like me and you lose them. I've lost mine on numerous occasions because I misplace it. So thank you so much, Gina. I really appreciate that. And we will also take a look at the sticky mat. Now, I will say my poor sticky mat has lost a bit of its tack, and I'm still going to use it. And I'll let you know of a little trick that I did to kind of help revive it a little bit. So we will just go ahead and get started. I have a little postage collage theme that I want to play with tonight. So let me jump down to my tabletop here. All right. So where did I put it? There it is. So this is the sticky mat that we are referring to that you can get 50% off with the code Mindy50 at checkout. And this comes with a carrier sheet to protect it. This will also fit in your MISTI. So you can use it for stenciling. You can use it for arranging because you can see you have some outline here. So if you want to kind of practice with maybe a layout of die cut pieces or any other type of pieces, this is a great way to kind of make them lightly stick in place. And then I'm going to be using it for stenciling tonight. But again, this can also be used in your MISTI to hold your cardstock in place while you are stamping. Now, what I did, because I really need to go and pick up some more sticky mats, I should just have a stash. What I did is I sprayed a light coating of pixie spray on top of my sticky mat. Um, this is what the Pixie Spray looks like. It is a light repositionable adhesive. So mainly people have used this for stencils. Back when I used to use the Silhouette Cameo or those electronic die cutting machines, I would use the Pixie Spray on some of those cutting mats to make them last longer. It doesn't last long, but it's going to get me through tonight until I get myself a new sticky mat myself. I know. Sticky mat, grip mats. Nope, this is the sticky mat. You're thinking when you might be thinking of like the double background grip mat. That is more like think of that as like a stamp because essentially it is. This is the sticky mat. So I know those can get kind of confusing. I think there's some other terms people use with these mats, but this is the sticky mat. All right. So, like I said, this has got that clear plastic, and you really do want to keep that clear plastic on top because if you have pets, like I have a dog, the hair just seems to fly all over the place, even if he's not here. There it was right there. I even have dog hair there, or even your own hair. My hair just randomly falls out. So the clear plastic is good to keep on top of it to protect it because any dust particles that get on top of it is going to kind of de-stickify, um, so to speak. So we will be using this tonight. Hi, everyone. Wonderful. Thank you guys so much. I love this map, Robin says. Oh, Matt. Yes, I love this mat. I know. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, if you caught me last week, I did some creative play with backgrounds and I used the Daisy Delight. So I can link that live replay afterwards, but these were some of the backgrounds that I just sat and played around with. We did black with some pigment inks, we did some gold on them. I was just kind of randomly practicing with colors. So we did all sorts of things last week using the embossing folder and the stencil. And I didn't finish this one. I got to add it to a card base. It's starting to bend. Um, this is what I finished off screen. And because somebody gave me a great idea after I messed up on my lining up my embossing folder, but this is what the finished card turned out to be. You can see we have that embossing back here, and then I trimmed out my stencil design, popped it up with some foam tape, and then added it. So you can see that embossing there. So this was from last week. Now, I want to give you some more ideas because when I asked you guys, let me kind of pop myself up here in the corner. When I had asked you guys between YouTube and Facebook, what do you want to see? A lot of you had said you want to use your stash, and my stash is going to be different than yours, but maybe this is on its way to you. Maybe you already got your order. So I want to share with you some more ideas that you can use with this particular design and stencil. This time we're not going to do any embossing. We're just going to be doing some stenciling, and I want to see how it looks with a postage collage theme. Now, you can do this type of design with any stencil that you have. The reason I wanted to do this one is because it covers so much of the card front. So that is why I picked that design tonight. So if you guys don't have the Daisy Delight, or you find something in your stash where the design takes up a good amount of the card front. So this was just kind of a recap of last week. And now the first thing I need to do is die cut out my postage panel. So I am using Master Layouts 14. I've used this die a lot. I probably should have did this ahead of time, but I did not. So let me grab my white cardstock and I'm going to die cut out my postage grid. I'd love to make a journal cover. That would be beautiful. So I have my intricate here, die cutting into the gray mat because that is my cutting mat. And you know what? I don't trust myself. So we're going to tack this down right there. So I will run this through my intricate really quick. I seen Christine say that hers shipped today. That's awesome. I ordered on a release night as well because I had to order, well, I always pick up extra cardstock because I go through it so much. But I also had picked up the new foils because those were so pretty. And I used one of those in the video that I have on Gina's channel. I used the brushed gold, I think it's called. Vicky says that she got a notice that all 3 of her orders shipped. That's so funny. All right. This is going to drive me nuts, but I'm going to put this away for now. See, all that cardstock got stuck in the little holes. Normally, I'll sit and poke all of those out, but I will spare you guys tonight. I won't do that on camera. So all of those holes poked out. Now this is where I'm going to dig out the sticky mat. And we'll see how well my pixie spray held up. Hold on one second here. This is going to drive me crazy. I have, my house is really not that messy. My dog sheds so bad. So I'm going to go ahead and place this onto my sticky mat. And now what I want to do is mask off these areas. Now Gina does have a stencil that matches this, and that is really to color in each of these quadrants or these areas on that postage grid, but I just want to mask off these areas. So let me grab my Masking Magic strips. Which one did I use earlier? Gotta find the super skinny ones. When you get the Masking Magic strips, you can see there's different colors of the backings because there's different widths for each of the magic strips. And which one do I want? Yes, I want this one. I want the blue backing because that's going to fit perfectly along those edges. So that's the one I'm going to grab. Carrie says my 3rd order shipped today. That is great. Well, and don't forget, if you are placing an order, you do get a free gift. Oh, what is it? At $75, I think there's a free gift. And if you qualify, it's going to automatically get added to your cart. But don't forget to go back and get the coordinating die. We're just going to start making a pile back there. Okay, so now I'm going to take these. Let me zoom in a little bit here. And if you do have any questions tonight, just be sure to type question in large capital letters so that way it gets my attention a little quicker. And I'm sorry if I miss any questions, but right now, see, this is the really skinny Get on camera. There, see the really skinny masking strips. And that's what I want to fit perfectly in there. So, oh, hold on. Need glasses. Okay, so apologize for my head getting in here, but I want to get this lined up right over those holes, and I'll show you in just a sec. Oops. So one sec. It's super quiet when I'm focused. So this is what I'm going to be doing is just masking off these areas so that I have that white strip in between. Oh, the birthday pals. Isn't that adorable? I think I say it all the time, but I really want to color those up because they're just so cute. And that birthday pals would work really good, I think, for like baby shower cards. That would be really cute. Let's go over here. Just get these areas masked off. And then I have one more right here. Oh no, I have a whole stretch across. But I'm going to use up this little piece. Do I have another extra? I do. And we'll mask off that. There, did I get that? That was awful. Hold on. I did a really bad job lining that up. Okay. Let's see if I did better that time. Come on, there we go. So there we go. I tried my best to keep it perfectly centered between those stitched lines. Yeah, I did see that. I'm pretty sure the Masking Magic strips were out over on Gina's website, but they are available at Simon Says Stamp and scrapbook.com. So that's where I link those too. I keep touching these and I think I keep, yeah, my head, sorry. I need these. I keep moving it. Okay. We're going to say close enough because I'm probably going to cut it apart anyway. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Is there a stencil that can mask off the squares? Yes, there is a stencil. I don't remember what it's called, but there is a stencil that will mask off these squares. But I'm going to be filling that square mainly with the design. It takes up a lot because this is, well, here, I'll show you this. This is what I'm going to be stenciling in there. So it's going to take up a good portion of each of these areas. So now we'll bring in the Daisy Delights stencil. I'm not going to use the embossing folder today. That was last week's live. Put that off on the side. Hi, Donna. Great to see you here. Now, all of these stencils, in case you missed it, they do have a letter etched up here. So that'll help you with the order that they are to be stenciled in. Let's see if I can get that to catch today. What is going on? There. Hopefully you can see that. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then I always just kind of, oh, and H. I always kind of go through and just make sure they're facing all in the right direction. It's better than horrible. Oh, did I miss a question? Okay, now this one. Oh, wait. I almost messed up. Hold on. I need to also mask off these edges because I want to have those edges be white as well. So I am not done getting my head in here. So bear with me, guys. You know what? I don't want to use these. I want to use the ones that are a little thicker. So let me find those. Gina, you're kidding me. Yeah, there's a letter on there. You're so funny. There's also registration circles. Did you see that? There's these little circles up here. If you ink blend that, if you were to cut your cardstock to the full size of this stencil and ink blend those circles, that'll help you with perfect placement too. And I hope I did you see that, Gina? I think you did. You're funny. Okay, so I'm using these thicker ones because I want to mask off this edge too. Why do I not have my glasses on? Okay, so there. And I know sometimes with sticky mats, it's not good to put like sticky stuff on it, but the Masking Magic strips or Masking Magic in general is such a nice light tack that I don't have any issues doing this because I practiced it earlier. Can you stamp over the postage grid stencil? It seems a little thick. You can. I have done it. Yes, you can. It is a little tricky. Um, I have a video I have a video called The Magic of Masking Magic. I'm pretty sure is the name of that video. I want to use that one. And I stamp over it. You have to apply a little bit more pressure, and then I think I may have gone in with like a black pen or something to maybe fill in edges because you're right, because it's a thick stencil, um, it won't stamp clean down, but it's possible. I've done it. Hi, Jen. Great to see you here. Okay, so let's get this down. It is a pleasure having Gina with us tonight. So let's hope I don't make any mistakes, huh? I call her my fairy godmother. That's what I call Gina, and she is. Okay, so now I could start stenciling because now that I have all these masked off, it seems like kind of a pain, but it's really not. It was probably harder for me because I'm live and I'm trying not to get my full head in the camera shot. And if it's not lined up perfectly, that's just operator error. So, so now we can start working on our stencils. So now you'll also see, if I can get this tilted just right, there we go. You'll see the etching of the flower. So when I place this down, I'll be able to line up these areas with the etching that's on the stencil. And each stencil has these etchings on them. It's funny. Now it's gonna seem like I'm cutting a lot of that flower off, but it's gonna look super cool, trust me. So let's see, where do I want to place it? And my other problem is I haven't 100% picked out my colors. I have an idea. So you'll notice I did not link any colors except two outside of black because I wasn't really sure what I was going to use. I kind of go in the moment. Now, I am going to tack this down. So typically, if you have a sticky mat, you would not need to do this extra step. But because I know mine is very well loved and I need a new one, I'm going to still hold this down with my tape. But typically with the sticky mats, you do not. So that's why it's a good time to use that 50% off code. Oh shoot, you can't grab a handful. It's one per customer. I was going to say, I would grab a handful, but it's one per customer with the code because I think these are just always something good to have in your stash. So yes, one per customer with the code Mindy50, and that'll get you 50% off of the sticky mat. Now we have our centers here for our sunflowers, and then I have 3 flowers here. So that's gonna be our main design. And I really do like these 2 colors, so I'll probably stick with what I did last week. And let's play with these flowers on the outside. Um, let's do some cranberry, shall we? Mm. We need more stamp sets for postage due. Yes, I wholeheartedly agree with that comment. I'm grabbing blending brush. I don't think I designated anything yet for these colors. So let's do this. So we're gonna do some flowers up here using light cranberry. What other color? Maybe we'll do a red and maybe a coral. And these are just the detail blending brushes from Gina K Designs. I still have my brush bucket behind me. Oh, it's off on the side. And it looks so nice with just the nice clean white brushes. I haven't had the heart to get those inky yet. I am using Daisy Delight. So it's actually a bundle that comes with an embossing folder. Last week, I did the embossing folder, a bunch of ways you can use the embossing folder. And so today I'm just focusing on the stencil, and I'm actually gonna, well, cross fingers that I'll get this card created this time. With what do you clean your sticky mat? I just rub it with my tidy towel. Yep, just tidy towel and water. Anything else, if you try to use rubbing alcohol, you might as well just chuck it in the garbage. I did that with a sticky mat one time. Totally takes the stick right off. So just a tidy towel and water is all you need. Okay, let's do kind of into red hot lately. And let me find, oh, let's just use you. So I've been digging the red hot. My brush bucket was sent out today. Yay! That's exciting, Denise. Oh, you're gonna love it. Okay, so I started with one flower is light cranberry. This is red hot. And you don't have to make all your flowers different. I've played with it a few times, so I want to just play with some color. The brush bucket, you missed it, Mary Kay. Let me show you quick. Okay, let me come to my front shot real quick. So this is, if I can get this in the right side where it's gonna fill up. This is the brush bucket. So it is literally a bucket that holds your mini, your detail, and your standard blending brushes. And I think, oh, what is it? 10 is like 30, I think, total. You can get, I believe you can get the whole kit and caboodle. So you could get the bucket with the brushes, but then I think you can also get the bucket separately. And then inside, I'll have to go down to the other camera for that. There's also a spinner that you can put underneath. And let me pop back down here. And so inside you can put like your scissors, your pick and place tool, any crafting supplies you can put in the center there, or some more brushes if you want. And then on the very bottom, which I can't show because it's full, you can put this little spinny thing. So this is the brush bucket. I think last I saw it was sold out. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, this is the brush bucket that Gina just released with her last release. Okay, another flower. Let's do some peach, maybe. Let's do little peach Bellini. I'm gonna have to really organize my brushes soon because I have been mixing up my stuff lately. Mainly because I'm in a hurry. So hold on, where's my peach? Ah, that'll work. I'll just use this. Sold out, you're on the wait list. Oh yeah, that's a good point. If it's sold out, anytime is anything is sold out, go ahead and get your name added to the wait list because as soon as it comes back in stock, you will get notified. Before it's ever shared anywhere else, you'll get notified. Okay, so far I did light cranberry, red hot, and peach Bellini. And then for the center of these two flowers, I'm going to use warm cocoa. I have been absolutely in love with warm cocoa lately. So I'm going to start on the outer edges. So that way that's darker and then work my way in towards the center. And just kind of blend that out. This, what is this? Master Layouts, I think 14 I said, that's got that postage grid. I die cut it out of the layering weight white cardstock. So let's go up here. And these detail brushes are great because then I don't have to worry about masking off these flowers. So there, keeping the dark to the outside, we're giving ourselves a nice highlight area right in the center. Hello from Hawaii. Great to see you here. I would love Hawaii weather right now. Okay, so we'll go ahead and remove. So it's not looking like much, I get that, but it'll all come together as we stencil. So now you can either line up the etching of the stencil, or I am using the pieces already stenciled down as my cue. So see how it's starting to kind of line up? I'm going to use that. Just kind of have to twist a little bit and turn till each of those fall into place. About there, maybe. And give me a little grace because I'm live, so I can't get my head directly over it. And now I'm going to start back up here with my light cranberry. So I'm using the same colors I did before for each of these layers. Hello from West Virginia. Now it looks like I'm going back to my ink pad a lot, and that's just because the brushes are so much smaller, they don't hold a ton of ink. So I do have to go and reapply often, but I do love these detail brushes. Okay, and the next is going to be the Red Hot. Hello from Wisconsin. Your first live with me. Well, hi, Tammy, and welcome. I am in Wisconsin as well. Love to see fellow Wisconsinites in the chat. And I think I've seen a few others that say they're brand new here, first time catching me live or new to my channel. And I just want to say welcome to all of you. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Worked with Gina for a lot of years now. I think I worked with Gina. And she just has the biggest heart. She really is my fairy godmother because she's kind of the one that got me going. So a lot of what you see and what I do is all thanks to Gina. So then down here, we're going to Peach Bellini. So add my color in here. This is the Daisy Delights stencil. It is a bundle. that comes with an embossing folder as well. I used the embossing folder with many different techniques last week. So today I'm just going to stencil it and create a card. Just arrived from Wisconsin. You didn't pull your hair. I know. I've been trying to be better about not throwing it up in a clip. I've been trying to be better. Look a little bit more presentable. Okay, that is this is the third one, so letter C of our stencil, or the third one. So again, I'm just going to match up. You can see how these kind of fit like a little puzzle. So I'll go ahead and do that. Oh, thank you, Delma. I appreciate that. I learned a lot from Gina. She is a phenomenal card maker. She is a phenomenal teacher. I totally lined that up wrong. And she has helped me in so many ways, inside and outside of card making. Let's try this again. Turn it. And at this point, if it's not perfect, that's okay. It's not a Hallmark card. It's a Mindy card. Okay, so now I'm going to go back up again with my light cranberry. All right, get back up to the top and just work our way through this gorgeous bouquet. I love that this takes up so much of the card front. I really, really do. Okay, that is my light cranberry. And we go through red hot. And I need to be a little careful, otherwise my lines are going to start blurring. Maybe I'll come in with a little bit darker color for this one, because I want to make sure that you can see the significance between the colors. Oh, red hot is such a good color. Whoops. Let's try some cherry red. Whoops. Let's just make that a little bit darker in the center. It's really hard for me to stick to one color on a flower. Really hard. And then peach Bellini. And for anyone that might be joining late, tonight I'm using products from the Gina K Designs release from February. I can't believe it's March. Okay, had to get that out. Gina is in the chat, and she has graciously offered you guys, my viewers, 50% off of the sticky mat, which is what I am using to doing my stencil tonight. So you just need to use the code Mindy with the numbers 50, so Mindy 50. Don't want to see those two numbers together just yet, but it's for 50% off a sticky mat, one per customer, and that is good until Thursday night. Okay, now we can start working on this other flower. So I'm gonna do a butterscotch. My nails match the flower. Oh yeah. Oh, those poor nails need a redo too. All right, so this one I'm starting with butterscotch. Such a nice warm color. Starting in dark towards the center down here, and then kind of getting a little lighter out towards the tips of the petals. So I know a lot of this is going to be the ink blending, and then just wait till you see when it's all revealed and I take off the masking magic. I mean, I'll be okay seeing those numbers together, I guess, because that means I get that far in life. So I can't be overly angry about those two numbers, but all right. Ah, those flowers are so pretty. Now we'll move on to D. And again, I'm going to kind of use those previous stenciled areas as my guide. And yeah, we'll go about there. Yes. And then we'll just start back over with those colors. And I could start down here because that was the last color I used, but I gotta stay in order. 50 didn't bother you, 60 did, however. Blessed to be alive. No, I do not have a birthday soon. I'm fine with my age right now. No, joking about the number because Gina gave me a discount code to share with all of you for 50% off of the sticky mat that I'm using. And I kind of laughed when I first saw it. She's like, "Oh yeah, just the code is Mindy50." And I was like, "Oh." 50% off was not the first thing that came to my mind when I saw that. So it was kind of funny. So we'll get in. I think I might bring in, I think I'm going to bring in a bit of dark. I want to bring in a bit of medium carnation. I feel like I just need to define these lines a little bit more. I think this is did I say carnation? Cranberry is what I meant. That's dark. What is this? Dark. I'm getting cranberry and carnation all mixed up. We'll just use this. So a little bit here. I have to. It's so hard for me not to use multiple colors. I just need to define those edges a little bit better. So then we'll move on to the Red Hot. And last time I did Red Hot and what was the other one? Cherry Red. So I'm going to start with the Red Hot. I need to use Red Hot more. It is such a good color. So there's Red Hot. Lisa's here. Is Lisa here? Hi, Lisa. I'm getting a cast of celebrities in my comments tonight. We got Lisa Hetrick. Yes, there she is. Lisa Hetrick. And it's, when she does her videos during Gina's lives on release nights, you just can't help but smile at that woman on camera. She is just pure joy. And then the last one down here is Peach Bellini, but I think I'm going to have to step this one up too. I think we need to add another color in here. What should I add? Coral Reef, maybe? So let's do Coral Reef. That'll help step that up a little bit. Just to add some definition. There is a lot of creativity in those comments tonight. Okay, so we can pull this one up. There. Ooh, now you can really see the difference. So I could go back, but this is a great time to just kind of point out when I introduced those other colors, look at the difference it gave some of these petals, especially up here. I might just go back over these layers just to kind of add some darker color, but you can see how much darker those are in there. I may need to. Maybe I'll do that real quick. No, I don't think it's that layer, only because it is such a significant difference. Let's grab, now I don't remember who was who. Cherry red. Let's do this. Does this have the darker color on it? And I think that had, oh yeah, that did. So evened it out a little bit. Think, yeah, I need to step this one up too a little bit. I am risking it a little bit if I don't line it up perfectly. Let's see, coral. I'm just trying to balance it out a little bit. And I'm just actually trying to use the ink that I have on my glass mat here so I don't have to come in so harsh. Then this would be, I think I need some coral. Oh, I had it right there. Oh, where did coral go? Down here. So just kind of graze over it maybe a little bit. And then, I don't have my dark color there. Let's do this. Just to, let's see what that did. So that's balancing it out a little bit. Okay, I think that's, look at that flower. That, you guys, is red hot and cherry red. Mark that color combo down, because that is phenomenal. And because we can't skimp on our blending. We just can't. Just that cherry. Except all of my stuff is over there. So I'm trying to reach. All right, so just a little here. I don't want to overdo it, just in case I don't have it lined up very good, which would be my luck. And then what did I have? Medium cranberry here. Oh, where do you tap off your excess ink, Lisa? That's cherry. Let's do this one. That's pretty dark. Sometimes I'll use a piece of paper to tap off my excess ink. It just depends. But I don't want to overdo that. Okay, now who? Oh, I didn't do this down here. Ugh. But just by adding, I mean, you don't have to go to these lengths like I do when it comes to the ink blending. This is just, it's what I love. So I do go the extra step for the blending, but you don't have to. Should I add a little bit? Please tell me my head's not in the way. Okay. A little bit there. There, that balanced it out a lot better. Okay, now I'm happy with that. So now I gotta move some of these, throw them my way. That was a lot of pinks and reds. So now we can start with our other flowers. So I'm kind of lining up the little bumps of the centers. Plus, there's the etching for the outline of those flowers. So there's multiple ways to line this up. And if I'm missing any questions, you guys, I'm so sorry. Yes, when you tap off on your glass mat, you can pick up out of there or stick your arm in it. Okay, so over here, I want to do the butterscotch. So I'm starting in the center and I'm going to blend my way out. So it's going to lighten as I get towards the edge of the petal. This is going to be nice. Oh gosh, I just love these flowers. And I really fell in love with, I think it was Orchid. Yeah, it was the Orchid inks last week. So I just might use that again because I loved it so much. Okay, we'll leave that and then we'll work on this one. Welcome everyone, or stick your arm in it. That seems to be my preferred method. So now we need up here. Let's start with a light orchid. I'm getting sticky. And I could use a bigger blending brush, but I don't want to risk getting into the yellow. So I'm going to stick with my little guy. Welcome, Carrie. No problem. I am still just ink blending away. So using a smaller brush is going to take me a little longer, but I just prefer it with a smaller brush because as I get closer to this flower, I can kind of scoot away from it a little easier than I could with a bigger brush. So I'm just going to do that. It is very vibrant. And of course, these will soften and they'll kind of dry back a little bit as the ink dries. So we'll wait and let it do its job. Okay, you know I can't leave that, so that's dark, that's medium. You know I can't leave that like that. So we're gonna bring in medium right in the center. Like that. Okay, so now that's how we're looking so far. Looks like we have a lot of new visitors tonight. Thank you all so much for joining. I appreciate that so much. Be sure to drop a comment and say hi if you haven't yet. I'll go back once YouTube processes the video and brings the chat back up. I'm able to go back and take a look. So welcome to all of you who are brand new tonight. We love seeing you here. I am live on Monday nights, every Monday night at 6 p.m. And then sometimes on Wednesdays at 10 o'clock. So it kind of varies what I'm doing. Kind of more of, I'm like one of those, I call myself a moody crafter because I just kind of go off of whatever I'm in the mood to create. So down here, I'm going to come in with honey mustard. So this is the last layer for the flowers, and then we'll be working on the leaves. So I'm going to do honey mustard because these petals are way in the back. So I want them to be darker. So yeah, I'll be sure to come back, look at the comments once those videos process and I can see everything and it brings my chat replay back up. But welcome to all of you. We would love it if you subscribed and joined us on Monday nights. I do have links down below in the video description to most of the products that I'm using tonight. The colors of ink, I have to update that after the live because I didn't know what I was going to want to do. I had an idea, but that can always change. So I will, I have most of the supplies listed down below in the video description. I will update the rest after the live is done. And I'll also get some pictures done. Those will go up either later tonight or tomorrow. And then I do have links if you wanted to sign up for my newsletter. I send out occasional newsletters. Almost everything gets posted on my blog. And I have text message notifications that I like to use for when I'm going live. I try not to overuse the text messages, well, because they're kind of expensive for me, not for you guys. Cost nothing for you guys, for me. So I try to be really careful. I only send out text message notifications when I'm going live. Okay, we're going to do the same thing here, but I have been finding a lot of people have been really happy with the text message notifications. So I'm super glad. That's why I kind of changed email services. But I'm very careful. I don't want to spam you and overuse them. So I'm so glad you guys like the text reminders. Very happy to hear that. Yes. Oh my gosh. Give honey mustard some love. I mean, the color. I don't do mustard, not the food. The color. Yes. Honey mustard is a great color for shadowing. Please dig out those colors that you're like, what would I do with this? Dig them out. Okay, this is my light orchid, and then I'll come in with the medium orchid in the center. Okay. Oh, good. And so right in the center, we're going to add that nice bold color to step that up. Joining from New Jersey. You're still working. Shh, I won't tell anyone. Okay, so that is the flowers. Isn't that just stunning? I love these flowers. That's almost like, it almost looks translucent, to be honest. Okay, now we're going to move on to my leaves, which this one I did have the colors picked out for because I'm just absolutely in love with this color combination. And sorry, guys, looks like I'm going over a little bit on my live because I still have to cut this out and arrange the card. So, okay. So one of my new favorite color combinations lately is emerald green. Like, I did not think I would love this as much as I have lately. And I think part of the reason that that I absolutely love this color is when you add a darker shade to give it that shadow area, it's so striking. Let's see, there it is. I have a brush just for emerald green because it's such a unique color. So I am going to use a larger brush for this because this whole area is going to get covered with the emerald green. So yeah, I kind of have to warn the hubby, sorry, honey, going to be on the late side. He takes Dalton shopping while I'm live. Dalton's always happy. Mommy, go live. I'm going, honey. I'm going. Okay, so that is the emerald. And now I'm going to step it up with Cadet Blue. Where? Blending brush, that's what I want. So I kind of stumbled upon this the other day. Well, it must have been last week sometime. Oh, it's so good. It's just one of my favorites now. So I'm adding this where it's closest to the flower. So kind of like the flower is giving it a shadow. And you know what's nice, and I'll be honest, I didn't think I'd like this, is that the matte is slippery on my glass work surface. I didn't think I would like that, but as I'm doing this, I really do. It's kind of nice to be able to turn the matte to a more comfortable position for me to ink blend. Okay. Cadet Blue. And this is going to be pretty dark here, I think, because this is kind of like in between in the middle of all the flowers. And then we'll come up here. Get this in, and we have one more set of leaves to do. So we'll finish that in. Oh, I'm glad you guys are liking this color combination. Give it a try if you haven't yet. It is so pretty. I think it'll really surprise you. Probably should have done a mini blending brush. Leaves are quite large. But I like leaves. Okay. All right, so that is the first set of leaves. Oh, I wasn't holding that down. Oh, I just love that color combination. Then this is another one that I was playing with. I'm gonna have to get a drink. So we're gonna line this up. So this is our second set of leaves. Where's my tape? Oh, stencils are so much fun. I mean, I love coloring with my markers too, but gosh, I love blending. So now for this one, I'm going to do, I don't know what brush I use though. That's the only problem. Let's do this one. I don't know what brush I used. So now the second layer of leaves, I'm going to start with Cadet Blue. So I know, bear with me. Watch and see. So let's get these all ink blended in. I think I grabbed a brush that has like the Tranquil Teal on it, so there might be a mix. Okay, so that is Cadet Blue. And then let me move some of these out of my way. I think I'm going to give blue denim a shot. So when I was playing with this color combination before, I used Tranquil Teal, but I want to experiment a little bit. So this is my experimenting on camera because I want to see what blue denim does as a shadow. So I haven't tried that yet. Oh my gosh. All right, that might be my new favorite. Wait till you guys see this. Okay, go around each one just a little bit, not too much. And like I said, between the masking and the postage grid, we're going to lose a little bit. Okay. Final reveal. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Okay, that is reveal 1, but just wait, we still have all the other revealing to do. Put that back there. And now we're gonna remove all of our masking magic strips. Here we go. Pull up that. Oh, it's so satisfying to pull up the strips. That one. And then pull up that one. Oh, my pixie spray did work. It stuck pretty good. Okay, there we go. That is how we look. Look at that blue in there. So that was Cadet Blue and what did I say? Blue denim. So there. Look how awesome. And this is why I wanted to use the Daisy Delights again, is because it took up so much of those areas. Now, but wait. Oh, hold on. I had to move that. So would you guys, um, would you cry if I cut it up? Because that's the original plan, is to cut it up. So you guys wouldn't be like super mad at me if I cut it up, would you? Okay. Because I do have a design picked out that I want to do. But wait, I know, but wait, you wouldn't be super mad, would you? I would be cutting along these lines here to break it up into individual postage pieces. That's what I want to do. So while I wait to see if you guys get mad at me, I'm going to take a quick drink. Yes, you guys say cut it. Oh, good. Okay. I mean, this looks really good. But I do have a design laid out for this. I will say that pixie spray did work back there. Okay. That's all gotta go back there. It's a little tacky back here, so I'm just gonna run my adhesive eraser over this to remove some tack. It's only paper, go for it. I love this crowd. Oh, slice and dice. That's actually in a series I watch. So I'm just removing the tack because I used pixie spray on my mat to kind of give it a little bit more life. But the pixie spray does leave kind of a residue on it. That's why I don't really use it a lot. Comes in handy in a pinch. But I don't want that sticky residue all over my paper trimmer. Okay. This I will need my glasses for because I'm going to be cutting right along these dotted lines. So this I do need my glasses on for. It's kind of like surgery. So hold on while I get that lined up. You can see my blade. And just start cutting. And over here. Oh. And come on. Don't want to ruin it now. Drum roll. A little bit there and one more here. Right. Sure. Okay, so I have these now. I mean, look at that. That's so cool on its own, especially with it being so colorful. One eye closed. So I love that. Now, that helps decide color for me. Okay. Because I think what I want to do. All right. So I have a couple ideas for this. There is a die. Where did I put it? Where did I put that die set? Okay, there is a die in here that kind of fits perfectly around those if I were to have left it that one panel. And I think what I want to do, I know I'm not talking through my process very well because I'm kind of thinking. Okay, I think I want to make a panel. I want some stitching on that. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. This is off of that same Master Layouts 14. So So let's die cut this. Then I'll kind of show you what I got in mind. So yeah, this is still all from the Master Layouts 14. And do I want Peach Bellini? So this is Peach Bellini cardstock. I originally was going to use Innocent Pink. And then I also need, I had this all laid out. There it is. Then I also need, okay, so this is how it's looking so far. Okay. I know I'm going to struggle with the color because I know that's what I was struggling with before. So what I want to do, these are the different squares, and then I have these two shapes. So what I was going to do is have something like that. And then let's maybe do this red one here. I'm looking at my little cheat that I have on the side of it designed earlier. I love, seriously, that red hot is totally making it. Sorry, guys, that I'm not looking at your comments right now. Oh, and then I want my yellow. So just kind of arranging this in a bit of a grid. Oh, sorry. I don't say anything important when I turn away anyway. I'm kind of talking to myself, to be honest. I don't really say anything of importance. It's kind of like random blurting out loud that doesn't really have a point. Because I'm kind of talking through what I want to do. So, okay. So this is what I'm kind of thinking. I keep bumping them. But are we liking the Peach Bellini? Or would we like Innocent Pink? So this would be the Innocent Pink. Okay, so what do you guys think? Peach Bellini or Innocent Pink? Should I die cut it, see what it looks like? Red or pink? Okay. Well, there is, oh yeah, not on these images. That's right. Yeah, my Peach Bellini's on the other one, isn't it? Good point. Good point. I didn't pick the flower with the peach in it, did I? Or red. Okay, hold on. I knew this would happen. I would get to this point, and then I knew this is where I was going to get stuck trying to make a decision. So this is red hot cardstock. So let me do this, and we'll see what this has too. Okay, so here is red hot, which I don't use that very much either. So we'll kind of just place these on here quick. Okay, so I'll put that away. So that is red hot. I know choosing colors is so hard. Cadet? Okay, I am gonna have to start limiting because I could go through I could go through her entire cardstock to figure out a color. Okay, last one, and then we'll make a choice between Cadet, Innocent Pink, and Red Hot. And you guys are talking light purples too? Funny, I had butterscotch cut out earlier. Okay, so that's Cadet. Okay. Okay, I know. I could go through these all night long and we could, I mean, honestly, there's so many colors that would probably work for this, to be honest. Okay, so you guys saw Red Hot. That is Cadet. Okay, I'm gonna have to draw a line somewhere. So there is Cadet. You know, these are kind of things I have to like walk away for a while, come back, but I don't have time to walk away. And let's just take a look at the Innocent Pink. And then I just need to do some stamping. Except I just need these to be in place or I can't vision it very well. Okay, and then there is Innocent Pink. Okay, so I hear a Red Hot. I hear a Cadet. I know I should totally learn how to do polls. And Vicky and I were just talking about this earlier, but I didn't figure it out. So red or Cadet, red or Cadet, red or Cadet, Cadet. I see a lot. So far, I'm seeing a lot of Cadet. Looks like a toss between Cadet and Red Hot is what I'm seeing a lot for. Yeah, I see a lot of Cadet. Okay. I will let you guys determine the card then. We will go with Cadet. Because if I could make a decision, I wouldn't have asked you guys for help. So now we just got to place these on here. Okay. And then that's how that's going to look. Now, before I do that, I need to do some stamping. So Gina's got a couple of really fun sets. This is one of my absolute utmost favorite sets, and that is Postcards and More. It has these little postmarks. It's got some of the wavy lines, whatever you call it, first class, some scents. So I'm going to get these stamped on here. Let's try some Obsidian. And I need to do this before I put it on the card. Okay, so this one. And I'm going to just use some Post-it notes to kind of mask that off. I really should have did this before I removed all my masking, but I was just too excited. I really do need to use Red Hot though at some point because I really like that. Okay. There's that. And then I'm gonna clean this off. Working on crop and create homework. Yeah, let's just grab some of these. I don't know what they all are. Make sure I don't stamp it upside down because I've been known to do that. Okay. Wipe these off with my tidy towel. What's on this one? So Spring Friends also has like First Class Forever, 10 cents, 5 cents. Yeah, let's use some of these too. And if you guys are still hanging out with me, thank you so much. I tend to never be an hour, even though I say I'm going to be an hour. But thank you guys for sticking with me as I'm working on this. $0.10. That's so cute. And then that bunny on there is seriously adorable too. Get that tucked away. Am I going to put texture on the Cadet Blue? You know, I don't know. Probably not. I know I was thinking about that off screen. I was thinking about that before the live, adding something to that. And I hadn't really decided for sure. Okay, so we can do special delivery or first class. I'm going to go with first class. Hi, Megan. Happy Monday. Let's do first class, and I think I'm going to have it go this way. There, look how cute that is. Shouldn't say cute, it's pretty. Well, and I still have my sentiment that I need to stamp yet, which that I do have picked out. I probably should have stamped it ahead of time, but I did not. But I love these two sets. Okay, so this is how it's looking so far. And then while I'm stamping, let's go ahead and get my sentiment stamped out. Because I do know what I want to do for that. So the sentiment I want to use is off of this Unforgettable Gentle Giants stamp set. It is so cute. And I want to use Never Forget How Special You Are. So let me grab that one. And it has a coordinating die to go with it. So we'll just stamp that. I am using Gina's Obsidian Ink to do my stamping tonight. And welcome to all of you that might be joining late or catching the rewatch. I don't know why I struggle saying that word so bad. Rewatch, replay. Thank you all so much. Most of the supplies, as I mentioned earlier, are linked below. I'll update it with my colors after the live. And then don't forget to check out the video description for the special that Gina has offered all of the viewers. And I will go over that at the end of the live too. So I have to put this away. I'm already making a big mess behind me. And then we can get the coordinating die. You've never been brave enough to cut your postage cards into sections. You really like that look. You'll have to try this tomorrow. Yeah, give it a try. I mean, I have a couple of them that I cut up. I even cut them wrong. So I'll have to see where I'm sitting with my card. I don't want to take up too much time, only because when it comes to nighttime lives, I know a lot of people are home from work or they're getting ready for supper and things like that. But my husband actually takes Dalton out of the house. They go shopping and he's got school tomorrow. So I don't want to go too late. I'm sure Dalton enjoys the extra shopping time, but I don't want to go too far over time. For some of you that might be brand new to my channel, where are my glasses? I have a special needs son, so I try to do lives. I've been trying to be more regular this past year with doing them, but I do have to make special arrangements because we don't want Dalton in the house when I'm live. That would not work out well. And I don't have, if you're brand new to me, I don't have a craft room. I craft in the kitchen. I am in the corner of my kitchen. So yeah, I do what I can. Oh, thank you so much, Twyla, for the super chat. I appreciate that. Many ideas now for me. Wonderful. I'm so glad you got some ideas out of this. Making sourdough bread. There, look at that. Ah, look how good that cut out. I love it. And then I'm going to cut this a couple more times. I like to layer my sentiments, and it's a great way to use up the rest of that cardstock. Oh, thank you, Gina. He is a rock star dad. He is so supportive. And I know he would be sitting there saying, take your time. Don't worry about us. But I'm mom and I do. Are you the one that lives in the closet? I don't know. No? No. I gotta, oh, Gina. Oh, Gina, if you're listening or watching, Gina's super chat for Dalton's next shopping trip. That's cute. Thanks, Gina. Yeah, he has his favorites, and he will even draw you a picture of what he wants. Which is usually a bag of chips. Super cute. Thanks. I saw your video today of your corner. Oh, that video. I mean, I'm still in that corner. That poor video has got to get redone so bad. Okay. But yeah, I'm still in a very small place. Just in the corner. I mean, we don't have a very big house. And yeah, I kind of have to be out in the kitchen. It's kitchen/dining area. I didn't prep this ahead of time. It's a kitchen/dining area. So I have to be out here. If I want to craft at all, I have to be where I can see Dalton at all times because he really can't be on his own. And this is where I set up shop. So cameras, all my lives, all my videos, everything is done right here. I tried setting up in my bedroom one time and that didn't work. I don't think Dalton liked me in there. I think he was so used to me being out here where he could see me all the time. I don't think he liked it when I was in there. My lighting is phenomenal. Oh, thank you. I'm pretty picky on my lighting. Okay, so I just stacked my die cuts there. We got our stamping done. Yeah, so I know somebody asked if I was going to do anything to the background of the Cadet cardstock. And I just really couldn't settle on an exact idea of what I wanted to do. So I think I'm just going to leave it plain. But yeah, it'd have to be something really basic, like just maybe polka dots, that wouldn't take away from the rest of this and get too confusing. Because I really want the postage edge, the edge of my postage here. I want that to be pretty significant. And I feel like if I start adding too much texture behind it, it's going to take away from that. So, okay. And I'm going to pop these up because, well, do I? Yeah, I do. So this is what I am aiming for. Okay. 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 Pushing 7:30. So here's what I'm going to do. Fizzy stencil. I might think about it a little bit. So here's what I'm going to do is this is I'm not going to completely finish it on screen, but I will share a picture of it afterwards. But this is for the most part what I'm going to do. This is going to be the layout that I do for sure. I really like this kind of layout for the postage. Um, I need to think about the background a little bit. I don't I don't think I'm going to add anything. But we'll see. Swiss dot, yeah, something really simple. I gotta think about that. I know what you guys are talking about. I might even just do splatters. Just white splatters sometimes is really good too. So this is for the most part what I am going to do. This is the layout. This is the sentiment. As far as the texture, we'll see. I'm gonna pop these up with foam squares. Gina's got some great foam squares. So I will pop those up. I'll probably pop up this back panel too. But for the most part, this is what I'm going to do. And if something hits me after the live, we'll see. So that's for the most part what I'm going to do on there. I do want to pop this graphic up a really quick before I do anything else. Let me just get me out of the scene real quick. There. Okay, so in case you missed it, Gina is offering 50% off of her sticky mat, which is what you saw me using to do my ink blending tonight. That is the sticky mat. There's 50% off using the code Mindy50 at checkout, good through Thursday at 11:59 p.m. Central Time. One per customer only at Gina K Designs. I do have links down below in the video description. The sticky mat is actually, I think, the second link in my supply list. Those are affiliate links. So that just means that anytime you use my links in any of my videos or lives, I earn a small commission when you purchase using those links, and it is always greatly appreciated. So let me come back up here then to you guys. Hi, thank you all so much for joining tonight. I'm going to just kind of scroll through the comments really quick, make sure I didn't miss any last minute questions. But I do want to say thank you all so much for joining tonight. Thank you to Gina. Thank you to all of my moderators for joining tonight. It has been a wonderful Monday night. I'm hoping to be back on Wednesday. Not 100% sure what I'm doing yet, but Wednesday would be 10 o'clock. Central Time. That's kind of a spot that I've slid myself into if I'm going to go live twice. So, okay, any questions before we leave? Love splatters. You guys are liking that idea. Great. Thank you all so much. And I think oh, I thought I seen a question before, but maybe not. I was trying to catch it all. I'll go back after the replay has processed. Well, thank you guys. Yes. If you're catching the replay, thank you for catching the replay. I hope you guys enjoyed today's inspiration. And I will finish up this card tonight, get some pictures, get a blog post done. And in case you missed it, I do have a guest video over on Gina's YouTube channel with another card project. I meant to show you this. So, don't mind my tape. I probably should have did this. It ain't gonna do it now. But let's go back here. This is the card that I did over on Gina's YouTube channel today. I have that video linked down below as well. That was using her mini magnolias stencil. That was brand new as well. Yeah, so you have lots of ideas for this Daisy Delights stencil and embossing folder, because last week was the embossing folder. So this week I played with the stencil a little bit more. Okay, one here. All right. Well, I think that's everything. I didn't see any other questions. So, again, thank you guys all so much for stopping by tonight. I hope you enjoyed today's live, and I will be back again real soon. Good night, everyone. Thank you all for joining me today. And if you liked today's video, here is another one that I think you'll enjoy.